Hi guys, welcome to my channel. And if you're joining me for the first time, the whole purpose of this channel is to basically go through EAs that work and EAs that don't work. But my main focus is um, understanding what works, and from what works, then we can be able to sift through uh, the stuff that's not okay. So once you know what's good, you should be known now how to spot the fakes and the scams. So I'll be taking us through one example, and from that one example, um, we'll cover just a few pointers there. I'll go deeper in the other videos that follow, but just basic things to look out for when spotting a system, or um, trying to spotting a system, or trying to look for an EA that works. So what I'll do right now is use Myfxbook, as it's one of the platforms I use to verify if whether or not system is okay. So like for instance, I'll take you through this example, this primary example here. So I'll say systems, click most popular, and from this, these are one of the most followed systems on my that are recorded by Myfxbook, and these are the ones that are most discussed. Um, and Yeah, so we'll go through one of them. For this example, I'll take this one, right? Because recently I've been looking for whether or not this is a system that's worth being added. Okay, so already you can see it's been tracked. I believe these are the number of days that it's been tracked, the gains during those days, the drawdown. The drawdown is at 6%, 0.06%, which is pretty suspect to me already when you have a look. And yeah, so sometimes first things first is, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. So if you get on to Myfxbook, you'll come across uh, this info, systems details right now. So as you can see, the other thing you can be able to look at is, like, as you can see here, see it says members, and from members tells you who's this person that's trading the system. Usually the username is there, and this is the broker that they're using, the type of system that it is. It uses what type of analysis, technical, what type of system is it? Is it automated? Is it mixed? Is it manual? As you can see, they're trading a real account on the euro, and the name of the system. So what then I do when I get here is just a quick one, because maybe they do not have a link. So I come through here and I click, and as you can see already, a bunch of things come up, but I'm more interested in the site of the actual EA, and I'll go through here and then I land on the page. And as you can see, when you get on here, there's a bunch of information on the system, and this is what they have when you land there. Fine, there's testimonials, but this means nothing. This means absolutely nothing, because this is a web page, and people can choose what they have you see. So you can't use this as an indicator of whether or not something is good or bad. Okay, and once I'm there, I look at gain, the absolute gain. As you can see, there's hardly any drawdown in this curve, in this growth and equity curve. There's hardly any drawdown. come here, look at the drawdown percentage. Already that should already raise flags, right? What type of drawdown is it? So first things first, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. And then from there, you want to know if whether or not this system is being traded for real, and this will tell you with platforms like Myfxbook. Something else I think you can have a look at is FXBlue. So in FXBlue, there's also analyze your trading account, and people that have their accounts registered here are then able to do pretty much what you see with Myfxbook. But for me, Myfxbook is always the one for me, and I just in terms of preference, that's what I prefer. And then we have these two ticks. So we've looked at if whether or not this thing is too good to be true. That's just more of a from a surface level look. And then from there, you want to know if they're trading a real account. You want to know if there's drawdown on that account. And once you know have those two boxes checked, you want to know if this account is verified. Is it a trading account that has a history that's longer than 2 years? For me, that's very important to me. Have they been trading it more than 2 years, or a minimum of 2 years, right? And you can come down here for that. Okay, so this checks out. Minimum of 2 years. This is pretty much the performance throughout. And then you go on to history. The history will tell you what type of instruments or symbols it's been trading, and from here you can see a bunch of withdrawals have been made, which actually looks good. And then from there you want to see your Z-score, and from Z-score we'll go into Z-score in the other videos, and things like your standard deviation and profit factor and all these other items that you see here, and best and worst trades, which pretty much tells you, the worst it's traded is this value here. But for me, yeah, so the worst in terms of euro value, it's been this, and the best it's traded is this value here, which coincides with what you're seeing here. As you can see, this is, when you look at this this value here, it matches to that, and from there you can be able to have a look on how big your account should your account be for you to be able to handle things like consecutive losses, but usually for that, what I do is come to risk of ruin. So in order for you to lose 10% of your account, you'd need to have 943 consecutive losses. So fine, if your account decides to open at 943, then 10% of your account would be lost. But that's it also depends on the type of risk that you have implemented onto your account. Then on a daily, we'll come here. We'll come here on later videos. But pretty much these are the things that you look out for when looking for a system. Fine, you have that in place. Last updated 2 hours ago, and everything seems hunky-dory from this position. It's just my only concern is the drawdown. And the other thing, guys, you always want to be confident in terms of um, how much money did these guys put in their system. So for instance, you'll find accounts where certain things are locked out. As to what purpose does that serve for the user that's trying to buy into that system or EA, I don't know, but already that's a red flag if the values are hidden. And if you have this amount of money just lying around and you're willing to lose this type of money, go ahead, put it on towards the system, and and then from here, then there's a bunch of things that you can go through. And if you want to sign up for this, I'm not promoting this. I'm just showing you an example of how this works, right? And then the other thing that I do after this, I come in here, copy that. It could be anything though that's the what's this? It should be the name of the actual system that you copy. So I've copied that, and then I say scam or review. Usually this will come up with a bunch of platforms that are responsible for reviewing these systems, and from there then should be able to get a feel on what real world people experience when working with these systems. So for instance, I'll come here to Forex Peace Army. Usually this is my go-to, and on Forex Peace Army, as you can see already, there's a comment here which pretty much describes what this guy went through. And like as you can see here, they've been trading this thing for a short while now, and as a result of that, you know, this is the feedback that they've given, you know, and this already was like for me, ish, let me try stay away from this for now. Find something that's solid in terms of the reviews around it, you know, and not get this type of reviews that go on. So let me see. And yeah, so the other thing is to look at is your comments around real world people. Some people are trolls, and some people are actually genuine about their experiences with the actual bot or the EA or whatever the case might be. And then from there, you have pretty much a good starting point to work on. And then from there, then I'll share with you guys what other things to have a look at. But for me, this is pretty much a way that I go through these advertised systems, and I go through it, and then after going through it, I want to know if whether or not this thing is worth my money and time, because there's a lot of them out in the market, and you do not want to waste time going through stuff that's not worth your while. So these are the first couple of things I have a look at, and join me in the next video where I will also be going through a couple of things there that you know, you should be on the lookout for. And from those things, yeah, so from those things, these will be create like a framework for you to work around on when taking a decision on whether to buy into a system or an EA or anything that requires that you put your money up front. And before you do that, you know, you could just go through this way of doing things, and then from there you can then decide if whether it's worth a go or not. Thank you guys, and if you like this type of content and you enjoy the knowledge that I've shared with you here, Please subscribe. Yeah, subscribe if you want to do more than that. I usually have affiliate links on the bottom, where I only affiliate with things that make sense for me and that are working for me, and it's things I do not mind sharing with you if you want to know the knowledge on, or just being transparent on how I use those products. And yeah, thanks, and see you on the next video. Cheers.